Hello, hello, Capricorn. This is your cleanse, detox, or purge reading, in which we will be trying to highlight something that you might decide to give attention to in order to help you move into this next cycle of your life with clarity and a sense of feeling renewed so that you can meet the challenges that you may or may not face moving forward. So, without further ado, let's get started. We're going to be using the Rider Waite as well as a number of oracle decks, which will all be listed below. Okay. So for you, Capricorn, I've got the Four of Wands, the Star, and the Page of Pentacles. So, I feel like what you're needing to let go of or change your belief about is accepting less than what you deserve. All right. Because, with this star and the Four of Wands, I feel like you are somebody's dream come true. And you have typically been receiving Page of Pentacles energy when it comes to individuals investing in you. All right. And this is referring to a home situation. That's what's coming out to me intuitively, because I read the cards. I make some of the meaning, but I also look at them intuitively. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like I feel like you're humble. I feel like you are a person who knows how to take care of the things that you need and get the things that you need. I feel like you are in a home situation, you would be the foundation of that, but you're not matching up with people who are matching your energy. It's very unequally yoked. I feel like there are individuals who have some idea, like, of course they want to partake in that. Why would they not want to partake in that energy? But what they're offering with you is so little. And I'm not getting it like, you know, the what they're offering is like all that they have. And it's like you being uppity and feeling like, you're better, you know, bad and bougie, unless you are, you know, nothing wrong with that if that's how you do. But what I'm picking up is like these are people who are offering you very little, way less than what you deserve, but you're accepting it. And I don't feel like it's fair. I feel like it's unjust. This is what you're needing to let go of. Because in these readings, my intention is to give information to make things like fair and just and balanced also. So I wouldn't say, to look down on people who don't have enough or that you may feel like are not in your league, or to say, oh, this person's not good enough for me because they don't have this material thing. I feel like it's much more than that, because when I look behind this card, I feel like this person, the individuals who are offering you a little bit, they give you one pentacle and then they hold on to four for themselves, and that's their happiness. Okay. These are people who may not be easily satisfied. Yeah. And like they never can have enough. And so what they're going to give you, they want the most from you. They want to get everything they can get from you. They want you to offer the best of yourself because you're in some very Venusian energy here, you know. And what they're expecting to receive from you is not in alignment with what they're giving you, and it's not in alignment with what they have to offer you. They could offer you so much more, and they're not doing that. They're holding back, and you're not fully happy in those situations. You don't feel emotionally fulfilled. So that's not fair to you. You deserve more, and you may not even know what it's like I'm picking up, you may not even know what it's like to receive energy that's more of in alignment with what you are, what people are receiving from you, and you may not even know. Because the other thing about the star card for me is like this woman is naked, and she's very in touch with nature and tune. Like, you don't require a lot. That's what I feel like. You have a lot to offer, but you don't require a lot. And so you may be deceived into thinking that you don't deserve a lot because you don't require a lot. And so people who have a lot to offer you are not giving you a lot because they can, I don't want to go so far as to say like why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free. I don't think it's that situation at all. I feel like it's, why pay, $10 a gallon for milk when you can get it for, 10 cents a gallon, and this is not to, please don't take this. This is not like throwing shade or trying to say that you're cheap or whatever the case. What I'm saying, because your energy is coming off, it's almost like regal. This is someone who deserves a lot. And because you give a lot, like all around, emotionally, mentally, physically, all of that. Like you are that. But you're not attracting people who are high vibing and trying to match this beautiful energy that you have. And they're cheapskating you. And you're so loving and generous, and so I feel like you're abundant on your own. Like you're okay with not having a whole bunch because you have peace and centering within yourself, and you don't need to have it. And so these individuals that do actually have something that could enhance and bless you, they want to be blessed, but they don't want to bless you. So, take that how that hits for you, okay? Let's get some angels of abundance since we were talking about abundance here. We have face your financial fears. Okay, that's interesting. And take a divinely guided chance. Okay, and then pay yourself first. All right. So you may be afraid to have, ooh, I feel like you might be afraid to accept something better because you're afraid that you're not good enough. I mean, sometimes, okay, this is how this is coming out for me. Sometimes we will accept less than what we deserve, and we know that we're accepting less than we deserve because we're afraid that if we accept what we deserve, we may not be good enough. I feel like you might be okay with accepting less and knowing that people are not giving you what you deserve because there's less expectations, or which is kind of off for me because like you know unless you might have like, you may not be seeing yourself for all the wondrousness that you are, that I'm seeing here, Capricorn. I feel like there might just be a fear that like if you took a chance with someone who had more, that you could lose them more easily, because these individuals here that are giving you very little, I feel like they stick around. I feel like they're the kind of people that they're okay, they're comfortable, they're getting everything they want out of it. And you know, you may feel like you're not having to give much, or you feel like it's a safe bet because maybe deep down inside you know that you're this wonderful person and you're trying to put out all this energy and trying to be everything that they are trying to not be for you. And you feel like if you took a chance on someone who was going to match you, um, maybe you don't feel confident within, and you feel like it would be, um, you know, you feel like you have to be giving. I feel like you almost feel like you need to be giving all the time as opposed to receiving. And that anytime you ask for something, I feel like in the past, whenever you've asked for something or asked someone to reciprocate for you, people leave you. And with these kind of individuals, these Page of Pentacles types that are actually, they've got a Four of Pentacles behind it. They're facing you with the Page of Pentacles behind your back. They've got Four of Pentacles energy, and that's their Ten of Cups, but they're keeping that to themselves. They're not giving you the full picture. Like, those are the kind of people that the minute you ask for something, they're going to leave. And I feel like because you've been kind of maybe hardwired to expect that, you automatically assume and associate the people that are come in giving you something are going to leave and they're not going to be there. So I feel like that's a belief that you might need to, um, you know, cleanse yourself of, and try to see yourself differently and see yourself as deserving to receive. Like, you don't have to give everything away and not step on, I feel like you're walking on eggshells around people, but that's very toxic energy if you feel like you have to do that. Let's do, I don't want to mermaid. Let's do a sacred traveler for you. Okay, first light. Okay, beginning a new cycle. I'm getting lots of new cycle cards. I wonder if it's because I said that this is to help you move into a new cycle. Okay, we have beginning a new cycle, embrace enthusiasm, and then follow your bliss. So I feel like you're not happy in these situations either where you're not receiving. And I feel like it's showing that here because, like I said, this Four of Pentacles with this Ten of Cups, like this person is, they're holding back from you. They're not giving you everything emotionally, materially, anything. Like there's no cups here, but like you're the full deal. But if you, in this new cycle, embrace what makes you happy, this is going to shift the type of person that you're dealing with, and you're going to have the type of foundation and home life and stuff that you deserve. Okay, because like I said, you're showing up as a star here, and you're being seriously undercut here. Let's do a mystic, okay, by the book, new life. Okay, and come to the edge. Okay, I feel like you may be afraid, like we said, like you're a little afraid to make this shift and to take a chance on allowing yourself to receive instead of being the person that's like giving, um, because you're afraid that, I feel like you have a belief that this is how you're supposed to do things. Like if you, let's say, like maybe you grew up in a situation where you saw women like just, I don't want to say lowering themselves, but they're almost like, and I don't want to say idolizing men. And this could go vice versa. This could go the other way around. So even though I'm saying genders, whatever energy that you associate with is what will work for you. Um, just where you felt like, the man is everything and they just have to give a little bit and you're constantly waiting on them hand and foot and you're doing all this stuff and trying to prove how wonderful of a woman you are and why you deserve to be in their lives instead of the other way around, where you have this other individual who's trying to prove to you why they deserve to be in your energy. And I think you have it flipped. Okay, and this card is like an 11, so it's almost like a mirroring. I feel like it's a flipped energy. All right, it's like they should be doing that to you, not you doing that to them. You should be pulling in people who are trying to prove to you how wonderful they are and why they deserve to be in your good graces, because you are that. You are the prize here when it comes to this type of situation, this type of arrangement, this type of relationship. All right. So let's do a sacred rebel here. Okay. I've got conscious connections, and follow your own rhythm. Under the deck, legacy of light. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I feel like you are a high vibing person. Like when I see this star here and this legacy of light here and making connections with people who are equally on that level, I think it's important to like trust yourself, like listen to, be okay with being who you are, because who you are is good enough. I feel like you might not think that who you are is good enough, and but you're not seeing yourself clearly. That's what I see. Like you're not seeing yourself clearly because you're attracting people like this, because it's like they probably can't even believe that you exist out here. You're out here letting them, partake of being in a relationship with you, everything you have to offer, and they don't have to offer anything hardly. And they're attracted to you because you are a high vibing light being. I'm thinking of this is probably going too far, but what is that movie with Carol Ann? and it was the little beings that were trying to follow the being of light. Like you're like a little light being, and you're attracting. I mean, I don't want to say these people have dark energy on them, but it's just you're very high vibing, so you're going to attract opposite energies. And it's important for you to be aware of the type of connections that you're making. And when you find somebody who's going to mirror more closely, I'm getting lots of mirroring energies, because even with this Four of Wands, with the Two Wands, it's mirroring. This card has two people that are mirroring. Um, when you find people that are going to reflect back who you are in a way that's more in alignment with how you're actually showing up, um, and this will start with cleansing or purging the belief that you have that you have to basically grovel and wait hand and foot and prove and run this gauntlet to prove to someone who you are innately. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. That's what is coming up here. And because making that shift in that belief and flipping that belief will allow you to have not so much fear of going into a situation or relationship with someone who is going to reverse this. They're going to be the ones trying to do right by you, and it will actually work because you're the kind of individual that will actually appreciate it, as opposed to the people that you've been dealing with who don't appreciate what you do. Like nothing you do would be enough. All right, they love the energy that you're giving them, and the fact that they only have to give you this one pinnacle, and they can hold back all their joy, and even that, like, it's just not enough. Like, you could never please these individuals. But imagine what it would be like for you to be in a situation with someone who actually can appreciate who you are. I mean, it's like you won't just be throwing all of that into this black void, this black hole of energy that's just, sucking that dry. I feel like this will be a game changer for you because you deserve that. All right. So with the Peace Oracle, I have healing, I have timeless earth and trust. Okay. So I feel like who you are, with this earth energy, because sometimes with the star, I get some earth energy with that too. Like nature, your nature and who you are is more than enough. And it's a timeless thing. Like it was good 1,000 years ago. It's good today. It's going to be good 1,000 years from now. Like it will always have value. You have to trust in who you are and trust that you will attract the right kind of person without having to lower your standards to accept, to try to make yourself fit a mold that's not in alignment with who you are. All right. And there's some healing of a belief. Like somewhere along the line, you got this flipped and you believe that you had to do that. And like we said, it could be beliefs that you developed in childhood, like especially if you saw women in your home or in your life that kind of perpetuated that, or maybe you saw men that were perpetuating this idea, that you have to walk on eggshells and be this whatever person for people who, you have to deny yourself basically while trying to make sure that everybody else's needs are met. And basically, I'm just saying you need to trust that who you are is um, very, very, very valuable. I mean, for lack of a better word, asset, if that's what it comes down to. And you can attract the kind of person that you deserve to be with. You have to take that chance to know that you're worth it. Let somebody come to you and bring you that energy. Let them prove themselves to you. And you have to believe that, like, don't believe the hype that there's not people out there like that and that you have to do that. It's not true. At least it's not true for you, from what I'm seeing. All right, Capricorn, that's what I have for you. Thank you for joining me on Dazed But Not Confused. I hope that this was helpful for you. I will see you on the next video. All right, bye-bye.